Alright, so we're live here. Uh, Today I'm doing my product speech presentation. Uh, my name is Mohammed Iqbal. Alright, let's get started. So, for my product speech, I thought, let's do something related to environment because there's a lot of products in the market, but, there's very few related to the environment pollution, and then, there's very few that are actually solving the problems with the environment. So, I start with one of the biggest problems in the environment is pollution, and that's why I chose to write this speech. Water is a basic need, and only zero point 0.5 of the Earth's water is available as fresh water. So, with all the manufacturing and that's involved in drinking water procedure, I think that contributes to half of the problems in the world. First off, the plastic bottles that are used to contain the water accounts for environmental pollution, and then the water is not in its finest sometimes. It does not have the right pH and alkaline levels, and different types of water have different pH values. So, you know, the lower the pH of the water, the more acidic it's gonna be. So after so much research, the Japanese company came out with such a great product, and that could ionize water and filter it electronically, giving people a healthier lifestyle. This water ionizer not only balances the pH and alkaline state of water, but it also cleans it with all the chemicals. It is basically like a kitchen appliance. You just they just like connect it to your main line or water supply, and then you just get whatever kind of water you're looking for. They are well, it's like I'm not gonna say that it's affordable because they did try to remove like the impurities and everything, but it's not like so affordable to a person with like with not too much income, with a like a daily wage employee or something. It's kind of pricey for them. So I won't say that they've completely solved the problem here, but they're still having problems on that aspect because all of those machines are really really expensive. Uh, well, this water ionizer not only balances the pH and alkaline state of water, but it also cleans it with all the chemicals. Any chemicals it has cleans it, and it can give you different types of water for drinking, for cleaning. There's like different levels in this machine, and then it has like titanium plates in it, so like it just helps in cleaning the water. The the more the money, the more plates you get, but I mean, in the end, they all do the same thing. It does not make a difference. All right, so clean tap water is getting harder to get in the United States. Across the country, major cities and small towns, drinking water is contaminated by industry, aging infrastructure, and weakening government oversight. Far from being an anomaly, Flint, Michigan is only one of many American cities that have suffered from the lack of safe water. The National Academy of Sciences reports that in 2015, the same year the Flint crisis began, health standards were violated by U.S. water systems, serving over 21 million people. Photographer Matt Black has photographed on the Navajo Reservation in Arizona and New Mexico, where uranium mines leach radioactive waste into water sources. And then in Alabama, where like leaking sewage pipes are fueling an outbreak on hookworm disease. So yeah, these are all the incidents that were happening at that time with water. Well, right now they've kind of improved their water supply. I mean, I'm talking about Illinois residents, but I know it's still kind of hard for uh, it's still kind of hard for some people living in other states. They're really struggling for water. Uh, yeah, and then after all these years, mine still haunt an aging water system. Everybody is like, where unauthorized treatment chemical has left residents, fearing for their health, and a lot of people. Uh, it's like so crazy because it's like water is just a basic need, and um, everybody's like failing to provide for water, and I mean just 2 weeks ago we were just studying in biology that they're gonna have to have problems after 2 decades, and water's running short. So I'm talking about drinking water, like not as collectively, but yeah, it's running short, and they're gonna have problems after 2 decades. So I was like, okay, yeah, let's see how this goes. So I mean, you always hear this like water is life, and you start thinking about the plastic bottles, and highly filtered water that is like not pure at all, and like a lot of companies are working on it. A lot of companies are trying to fix the problem here, but the only problem comes to the affordability and the availability of that product in the market. So it's not something that's like very feasible to everybody. Uh, Although their machines are easy to use and give a good outcome of the water that you're trying to get, uh, and it can save you on a lot of things. Like, yeah, it can save you on cleaning accessories, and can save you like it can save you a lot of plastic, a lot of water bottles, and things like that. But it can make your life kind of easier. But on the other hand, it's kind of a one-time investment that you do. You buy a product and then you use it, and then yeah, that's how you do it. So that that's where I concluded my speech, saying that people should look into it, and uh, well, not right now because there's still a lot of things that can be done by the government, and then if the situation is like too bad, and then if somebody could afford those kind of machines, they should get it in order to like solve their water problems. But I mean, that is not a long term solution if I put an argument on that. So they still need to have like they still want to have a solution, a lasting solution. So they would have to have something that can last long. So I guess not these machines then. All right. Thank you for listening to my speech. I hope you have a nice good.